Developing now at 6 p.m., the state's largest school district is considering closing some buildings. Columbus City Schools is hoping a new community facilities task force can help determine which ones should go.
CCS says right now the district spends too much money on maintaining and operating its 113 buildings. 10 TV's Tara Tabor live from district headquarters tonight. And Tara, you spoke with people on both sides of this issue. What did they tell you?
Well, Andrew, Superintendent Dr. Angela Chapman says that they need to invest more in their students and their teachers, not their buildings. But the Columbus Education Association says this area is only continuing to grow. So they feel like right now is not the time for the district to cut schools. Change could be coming to the Columbus City School District. On Thursday night at a panel discussion, Dr. Angela Chapman says the district enrollment has changed a lot through the years, but the number of buildings has not.
In a district of our size with 113 school buildings alone, that doesn't include admin sites, we have a lot of buildings that are really underutilized.
Dr. Chapman says by condensing the schools, the district can provide better learning environments for the students.
The academic programming that they can offer, the additional staffing supports that they could have, the additional programming, the additional resources. Even when you think about athletics.
The district hired a consulting group that found they spend more on facilities and operations of buildings than anything else. Dr. Chapman says that has to change.
Why is that a case? We are a teaching and learning organization. You would think that more of our resources would be aligned to instruction.
John Caniglio, the president of the Columbus Education Association, feels closing schools is not necessary. He feels the district should have been more transparent about their idea to close schools before the city passed a levy in November.
I have in front of me the district's levy promises if it passes and if it fails, and nowhere did it say that they were going to.
Caniglio says instead of closing the schools, he feels the district should invest more in talking with those in the community about why they aren't attending CCS schools.
The district hasn't done a job of actually going into neighborhoods and saying, why aren't you sending your kids to Columbus City schools? What do we need to do better that you would want to send your kid to Columbus City schools?
Caniglio worries the schools that will close will be in struggling neighborhoods. He says taxpayers in those areas deserve neighborhood schools.
When you abandon neighborhoods, right? So when they close those schools, I will promise you that a charter school will come in and fill the need.
And right now, the district has about 46,000 students. Dr. Chapman says she doesn't see that number changing a whole lot in the next few years. Andrew?
Tara, we know these talks are still in the early stages. When could we learn more about what schools could be closing?
Well, that task force will give its recommendations to the board at their meeting on Tuesday night. Then they'll get some community feedback and a final decision will be made in June.